Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this infographic in Microsoft Word. So let's open a new document, and first of all we're going to insert the shapes. So I'm just going to zoom in, go to Insert, Shapes, click on the drop down, go all the way down and click on this shape here, the magnetic disc. Then click and draw out your shape. Then go up to shape format. If you can't see shape format, it's because you haven't selected your shape. Then go over to this section here, and in here in the height I'm going to put 3.8, and in the width I'm going to put 6.2 and press enter. And then selecting the shape, again into shape format, I'm going to go over to here, which is the outline. You can see there's a darker line around my shape, and if I deselect it you can see it's around the outside as well. I'm actually going to go up to shape outline, select white, and then again up to shape outline, go down to weight, and then select 6 points. There we have our shape. And then in shape fill, this is where you can change the color of your shape. Click on the drop down, select from any color. If you can't see the color you want, go to more fill colors. Here you've got the color wheel. You can select from any color choice here, or you can go along the top here and see what other options you're offered. Once you've selected your colour, it will appear here in this square, then just click OK. I've already selected my colours, so I can just go down here and select from here. However, I'm actually going to choose a gradient, so I'm going to come back, once we've got all of the shapes in, I'm going to come back and show you how to insert that gradient. So next I'm going to insert the number, so go up to Insert, Text box, click on the drop down, draw text box, click and draw out text box. In here I'm just going to place the number 1. I'm going to select it, go to the Home tab, increase font size tool here. I'm going to select bold as well, increase that number. Then I'm going to choose white, which is the font color here. Then go to shape format. I'm going to take the outline off here because there's a black outline color around here. Select no outline, and shape fill I'm going to select no fill, and there you can see the number. Perfect. So we'll pop that in the middle. We can check it's in the middle by selecting the number, hold down your Command or Control key, select the shape, go to shape format, align to center, and then deselect. Now once you're completely happy with your shape, you can actually group them together. Again, select both of them by holding down the Command or Control key, shape format, group, select group. And now we can move this around as one group, but we can also copy and paste them. So you can do that in a couple of ways. You can select it, hold down your Alt or Option key, click and drag, or you can select one, go to the Home tab, copy, deselect, paste, and you can keep pasting until you've got the correct number of shapes. So we can just pop them down here. Then to quickly align them, decide how much spacing you want between the top and the bottom one. Select them all, again holding down that Command or Control key. Go to shape format, align, distribute vertically, then there's an equal space between them all. Align to center, and then deselect. Now you've obviously got to have some text running down the side here, so make sure there is enough space at the bottom to have that text there. If you're not sure, then select the bottom one, move it up, select all the other shapes again. They're already aligned to the center, so just go to Align, distribute vertically, and it will just make sure there's an equal distance between each shape. So now we've got to go through and we've got to customize all of these shapes. So the first thing you need to do is ungroup them all. So select them all again, go to group and select ungroup. Now they're all completely ungrouped. We can select the top one, go to shape format and go all the way over to format pane. Format pane gives you so many more customization tools, but in this one we're going to use the bucket, go to fill, go to gradient fill, and then you can see what we have is a mixture of different options. So here we need to change radial to linear. Then in this option here, I'm sorry you can't see it all, but you've got the direction of your gradient, which direction you want to run in. I'm going to pick the one at the far right, which is called linear left. And then down here, you've got these little markers. So you want to change the color, select a marker, choose color, and then I'm going to select a light blue. And then this one, I'm going to select a dark blue. And you can see how that gradient has made my shape look. And of course you can move the markers left or right depending on the look you're going for, which will change the gradient in that shape. So let's go ahead and do the second one. For this one, once again, solid fill, gradient. It will change it to the last gradient that you did. So for this, all the linears now changed. All I need to do is change the colour. So I'm going to go yellow and an orange. And then I'm going to speed up the video whilst I do the remainder. Now we're just going to change the numbers. Just click on the number, click again inside so your cursor's there. Let me zoom in. Click again, delete and replace. Again, click again, delete and replace. And we'll go through and do the same. So once you're happy with all of that, what I would advise you to do is to just go through and just group everything together so that it doesn't move. Then we can just quickly center it, select or align to center. That's all now centered on your page. And we'll go ahead and put in the little circles to the side. So go to Insert, Shapes, go to the circle, click and hold down your Shift key, which is really important because if you don't, you won't create a perfect circle. Once again, we need to change all of this. So select it. You can use these two up here, which we've used before, or you can go over to here, use the bucket icon, the fill and line. They're exactly the same, just a few more extra tools in this menu here. So the fill one, we can select no fill. And in the line here, solid line, select our color, select the color of choice. And then also we can go down to width here and we can select 6 and press enter. And as you can see, that's the circle made. But then we can go to this icon here, which will allow us to put a shadow on this. Click on the drop down, go to presets. And for this one, I selected this one here. Then you can alter it by using all of these sliders. I won't go through it because it is personal preference and you can just literally go through and make your own adjustments. It really is up to you. Now all I want to do is copy and paste this, but first I'm just going to line this up roughly with the middle of this point to this point here. And then I'm just going to use my arrow key just to move it out to the side. Once I'm happy, I'm going to copy and paste it using that Alt or Option key. Then just copy it and paste again. Then you can copy and paste it one more time and just delete one of these. Then we can just move them to their location. I'm just doing it very roughly. Select this one, go over here to line, again to the color. Select a color of your choice. Do the same with this one. I'm choosing the darker colours of my gradient. Now I'm going to go through and just line them all up. So let's just middle of here. You can use your arrow keys and then move it to the side with your arrow keys. There will be some more alignment tools shortly. Again, roughly in the middle and move out to the side. Now we want to line them up so they're equidistant away from each of these shapes. So select the ones on the left here, then go to Align and select Align to Center. Now they're all perfectly lined up with each other. Do the same this side, this one and this one. Align, Align to Center. Those two are now perfectly lined up with each other. Then just check the distance they are away from the shape to check that this side here, this gap, is similar to this gap here. If not, select these two. Then you can just use your arrow key just to move them in or out, just to match. Once you're happy, we'll put some text in, go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out a text box. Then you can start to type and put your text in. but I'm going to simply paste it in. I know you don't want to watch me type. And if I select this text and go to the Home tab, you can see I have aligned it to the right using this. And then if I deselect, you can see we've got this black border line. You can keep that if you want to. I don't, so select it, shape format, outline, no outline. Now what I tend to do is line up the text with this circle. I'm going to go to shape fill and select no fill, so I can be a little bit more accurate. Then just simply use my arrow key and move that text to the left. Once again, I'm just going to copy and paste this box because now I've obviously formatted the box. I don't need to take out the background or the lines again, the border lines. So I'm just literally going to copy and paste them. It makes life a lot easier because all you've then got to do is delete the text and type in your own text. So once again, line up my text with the top of this circle and move my arrow keys and then go down and do the next one. And using my arrow keys, just move it out to the left. Don't have to be too accurate because now what we're going to do is select them all and then align to center. And then we can just move them back in if we feel we need to, and do the same with this one. But this time, select the box, go to the Home tab, align to left, do the same with this one. And then obviously you'll go through and change the text to suit each of these different sections. Select them both, format shape, align to center. Then once again, use your arrow keys to move them backwards or forwards away from those circles. Okay, so once you've filled out your text, you're happy with the layout, all you need to do now is select it all. So the easiest way to do that is select something, go to shape format and go to selection pane, select the top one, then hold your shift key down, select the bottom one, and you can see now everything has been selected. Go to group, select group, then you can go to align to center, and make sure everything's perfectly lined up. Again, if you want to make adjustments to this, you just ungroup it. But if you want to put the background on that I used before, go to insert, shapes, square, click and draw out a rectangle that will cover your entire page. Then go over to format shape, go to fill in the bucket icon, gradient fill. This time we need to go to radial. In the direction, pick the center one. And then here, this is the center color. I'm going to choose white. This one is the outer color. I'm just going to choose a light gray. And then I'm going to go to wrap text and I'm going to select behind text. And there you have your beautiful infographic. So now you can export this as a screenshot or as a PDF file or as a Word document. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.